Welcome to Brad Kyle's Brad's Motorworks podcast, where we'll be talking about some things about BMW, some things of cars in general, and some things about car repair. I hope you find it educational, enlightening, and I hope it increases your understanding of your car. And maybe along the way we'll have some fun too. Thank you for listening, and here we go. Episode number 96, Carbon Ceramic Brakes. High-end brakes with high-end prices. This one, like the previous one, number 95, this one again is from an automotive trade magazine, meaning it's written really for technicians and or shop owners. But I thought it was, again, such really good information. It's obviously very current as of the date of this podcast, which happens to be October of 2020. And it was originally in a magazine called Brake and Front End, which again is a trade magazine, and the article was written by an Andrew Markell. So I just want to give credit to him for putting this article together. But again, I thought it was some pretty good information and worth doing a podcast on. And so, and one quick commercial again. I have started to make some of the podcasts only available as a pay-for-play type of a thing. If you go to the main website for the podcast, which is on podbean.com, and then just search Brad Kyle's Motorworks podcast, and you'll see in the upper right-hand corner there's a patron, become a patron thing. Just click on that. What I've done is I've taken a number of the previous podcasts and have made them only available as a pay-for-play type of a thing. The ones I picked out for the ones are the ones that, if you listen to them and apply the information I give you in your automotive ownership life, you could save yourself literally thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars over the life of you having cars. Okay. And you'll certainly, hopefully, reduce some stress in the car repair process, because you've educated yourself from a car owner / technician / shop owner point of view, which that would be me. Okay, these are all things that I've learned over the years that I know that, again, if you apply them, you'll save yourself just thousands and thousands of dollars. So I thought it was hopefully worthwhile to people, and again, obviously the contribution helps to pay for future training and being able to continue doing the podcast. When you get to that page, it shows $5 a month. You can contribute less than that. You can contribute more than that. I leave it up to you. It is an ongoing monthly type subscription. However, you can cancel it at any time, so no big deal as far as that goes. So hopefully you'll get into that, and like I say, the podcasts that I've picked literally save thousands and thousands of dollars. So, okay, so let's get back to this one. So again, this is right from a trade magazine. I'll be reading it verbatim, and we go from there. Carbon ceramic brakes. What if I told you the brakes on your next car would never fade, improve gas mileage, and last 150,000 miles? You might think I was full of it or on drugs, but ceramic composite or carbon ceramic brake rotors and pads offer these advantages, but they might increase the price of a new vehicle by $9,000 to $15,000. Okay. Ceramic or carbon fiber composite rotors are extremely durable. In fact, manufacturers claim that they'll never need replacement, at least with normal, quote-unquote, normal driving. They're also resistant to the kind of distortions and wear that lead to pedal pulsation. Merely an annoyance in the real world, but a noticeable performance issue on the track. The brake discs are formed from a specially treated carbon fiber compound that is silicated in a high vacuum process at higher temperatures than any stop could produce. Not only are the resulting discs much harder than standard discs, but they also are more heat resistant. The process used to produce the disc is complex, time-consuming, and costly when compared to cast iron. The carbon fibers are blended with a resin of carbon and silicon. The mixture is pressed into a mold to create the basic disc shape, including its internal cooling vents. Using heat up to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, the resin is converted to silicon carbide, a material nearly as hard as diamond. This is the ceramic in carbon ceramic. If you tried to machine these rotors, you would need diamond-tipped bits in your brake lathe. The low thermal expansion of the brake disc prevents deformation under heavy braking. Furthermore, the ceramic brake discs are resistant to corrosion and offer more favorable noise-dampening properties. So here's the advantages. Because of their exceptional performance in extreme conditions, ceramic composite brakes were developed for use in high-level motorsports competition. Porsche was the first automaker to apply them for road use, with Porsche ceramic composite brakes included as standard equipment in the Porsche GT2 and Carrera GT, and as an option in most other models. Ceramic composite brakes discs provide a 50% weight savings compared to conventional metal discs. This reduces unsprung weight, enhances shock absorber response and vehicle handling, and improves fuel efficiency and contributes to reduced emissions. Ceramic composite brake discs have an extremely hard surface that provides consistent frictional values throughout the deceleration process, even in braking from extremely high speeds and at high operating temperatures, such as those generated from repeated braking. But the system also provides benefits in low-speed situations. In an emergency stop, the technology that does not require heavy pedal forces or outside technological boosting assistance to achieve maximum and immediate stopping force. With cross-drilled discs and pads that are resistant to water absorption, the ceramic composite brakes provide a superior response in wet conditions as well as dry. Because of their hard surface and immunity to salt corrosion, Porsche ceramic composite brakes have an extremely long operating life. Okay, and this last section is called service life. Ceramic composite brakes have been on the market for almost 15 years. There have been no recalls or lawsuits. With some complaints on low-speed noise, OEMs recommend the rotors need to be warmed up. The only real complaints with the ceramic discs have come from weekend racers who experienced cracked discs due to extreme abuse. For some systems, the replacement cost of 4 discs and pads may reach more than $20,000. Many users have decided to switch back to cast iron rotors and semi-metallic brake pads. The future of carbon ceramic brakes is bright for electric vehicles. Unplugged Performance recently introduced a kit to retrofit carbon ceramic rotors for Tesla cars. The makers claim the kit can improve range and remove 20 pounds of unsprung weight from the vehicle. Porsche has given the Taycan hybrid large carbon ceramic brakes. The biggest hurdle for carbon ceramic brakes to overcome is the time and energy required to manufacture a rotor. One manufacturer said it can take up to 20 days from start to finish. The reason for the lengthy process is that the fiber and resin needs time, pressure, and heat to cure. Once these challenges are solved, carbon ceramic rotors will be as common as steel rotors, which means that basically over time the price will come down because they'll figure out a way of making them quicker. At least it sounds like they will anyway. By the way, that's the end of the article. These are my words. BMW has been using them for a while. They are extremely expensive. Obviously, the high-end exotic cars, Ferrari, Maserati, so on and so forth, they've been using them for quite some time. And yes, a brake job with carbon ceramic rotors and pads is unbelievably expensive. But then again, the car was unbelievably expensive when somebody bought it, whether that's you or, a previous owner. So, you get what you pay for. They are carbon ceramic is as the article states, they're really, really good as far as for high performance and so on and so forth. And obviously because they're lighter weight, yes, you get literally handling and performance improvements. You get better fuel mileage because obviously the overall weight of the car is being reduced. And like they mentioned on Tesla, you're getting not so much fuel mileage, you're just extending the range of the vehicle as far as electric cars are concerned. So that's the end on this one. Again, I hopefully that kind of was some interesting information for you, and hopefully you got a little education out of it. Again, check out the podbean.com, Brad Kyle's Motorworks podcast website, the main one. If you want to contribute, I really would appreciate it. And as usual, if you want to get a hold of me via email, it's bkpodcast5@gmail.com. I'm also on LinkedIn. And I'm always looking for ideas for, new subjects, new podcast titles. So by all means, if you peruse the list, I mean, let's face it, I'm up to episode number 96. So I'm not saying I've covered everything, obviously, but I think if you, scroll down through the list, hopefully you'll find something of what you're looking for. And like I say, the vast majority of them are free, but there is a list there that are, contribution based as far as payment wise. So appreciate your time. Appreciate you listening. I hope you have a fantastic day and a great tomorrow. Thank you again. Thank you for listening to this episode. It's been an honor and a privilege to spend time with you. I hope you found this of value. Please share it with family and friends. Above all else, with all you're getting, get understanding. May God bless you and keep you. And thank you again.